And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. And tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors. They'll go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home, Target Center. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, it's always interesting for top teams to see how they compare to the best in the East. This will be a chance to see just what this group is made of.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In at forward, it's Thompson and Green. Curry and Russell are the backcourt set, and it's Cauley-Stein in at the center. And for the Timberwolves, Culver the off guard with Wiggins at the 3. Covington at the 4 with Towns in at the 5. And it's Teague in at the point guard position. Hey, Smitty, as a player when it comes to preparing for a long season, talk about the advantages of the new strength and conditioning programs we read so much about.
You know, for me, Kevin, when I first started out, it was all about just getting stronger, lifting weights. I think right now for these guys, they're doing a great job of adding that and also recovery. What do you do for recovery, being able to play the next game? I would love to see the technology that they have. Wish I could use it, Kevin, because all I did was run and get me a fish fillet, and I was ready to go.
Now Teague, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Down low, knocked loose. It's stolen by Curry. And now running it up the court, Green pushing it all the way.
The awareness from Steph Curry, protect the ball around him or he'll get you.
One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
Here's Cauley-Stein after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Curry finds Cauley-Stein. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Good vision from Steph. But for that play to work, you also have to get open. Steph put it on the money.
Towns, no luck.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Shots good by Green.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Pulls up on the elbow. Offensive rebound. Towns with the defensive effort.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Sinks the three-pointer. Towns has got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Warriors on top. They're up by 1. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. One of the most high-powered scorers in the game, Karl Anthony Towns, knows it's important to keep his teammates involved.
You know, everyone has to get some of the sugar, you know, so making sure you're not just being a ball hog. So I'm just always trying to make sure that I'm taking wide open shots that I think everyone on the team would love for me to take if I have the opportunity. But also at the end of the day, making sure everyone gets a chance to be in the candy shop.
Well, when you're attracting, Greg, all that defensive attention, it creates opportunities for your teammates.
And Towns wants to win big. To do that, though, it's not enough to get numbers. You've got to make your teammates better as well.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
Teague is flanked by Okogie in the backcourt. Bell is out there with Vonleh. And it's Layman in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And he makes the first.
And for the Warriors, 5 straight finals appearances, something that hasn't been done since Bill Russell's Celtics of the 60s.
And those 5 appearances, Greg, produced 3 titles and was close to another one. Last year's finals not ending the way they wanted. Injuries certainly played a role. We'll see if they can make it back this season.
Now, here's Burks. He gets it in there. Burks has got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
Terrific body control from Burks, reading angles and creating space.
And Layman now top of the key. Rob. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And the shot goes in. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Okogie. Burks covering and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Minnesota, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
First one falls for him. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Noah Vonleh. Zhang comes in for Bell. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Jake Layman. And Culver's subbed in for Jeff Teague. Different look here for the Warriors. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Looney. Draymond Green comes in for Alfonso McKinney. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Robinson. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Burks.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Cauley-Stein kicks to Thompson. Here's Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 6 points for Steph Curry.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with this offense.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Towns. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
And with that height, he can get a clean look on any shot at any time.
Curry kicks to Russell. Drills it from outside. Russell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Steph. I know Coach Stress is taking care of the basketball. What have you guys been doing to make sure you limit your turnovers?
I mean, you look at film, but it's just about in-game situations, just analyzing the situation and taking care of the ball. Making sure that you make eye contact with the passes. And, sometimes getting a shot up is better than giving it to them. So we got to just look at that and figure it out.
Yeah, when you don't turn the ball over, you have a chance to score, right? Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They gathered some serious momentum in the second quarter, and as well as they played, it's a little bit of a surprise that their lead isn't more than 7 points here at the half. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, I like it, Ernie, because they're just not settling for outside shots. You know, that part of the game is pretty much going in. We've seen plenty of teams try that and fail. Got to have a balanced approach. And tonight, they found a ton of success inside. Basketball and championships are won inside out. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
Kenny, let's get your insight on the Timberwolves.
Well, my question is, who are their playmakers? We saw too much dribbling, too little ball movement, too few assists. But it's not rocket science. You don't have to have a degree in any kind of science. The best teams always have and always will be unselfish.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Green and Cauley Stein are down low. Russell and Thompson the perimeter. And it's Curry in at the 1 spot. It's stolen by T. Green with the block.
You know, so much of Draymond's rim protection comes from positioning. But this time, he just flat out went got it.
Well, we've seen it before. We're certainly seeing it right now, Smitty. The super team phenomena. Is there anything the league can or should do about that?
What I think they can do is being able to allow players to sign a longer-term deal. If a guy is, I would say, under contract for 6, 7, 8 years, then you won't see as much movement. But if you have these guys who are making so much money off the court from their endorsements, they're going to keep signing shorter deals, so they'll have the leverage to be able to move.
They get it again. Covington. Green with the block. Thompson looking for an opening. Green up on top. He dishes it to Cauley. Oh!
Yes. Beautiful feed by Draymond. He plays a physical game, but he also has great awareness and skill.
Here's Towns. The shot that time, not on target. The Warriors go the other way with it. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Okogie's checked in for the Timberwolves. Golden State also making some changes. Kevon Looney is checked in for Cauley Stein. Glenn Robinson III comes in for Thompson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Steph Curry. Now here's Teague. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's sent back by Russell. Burks looking around. And Covington sends it back. Here's a Kogi. Can't connect. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. 13 points up at the end of the period. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back to the action after this word. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Timberwolves trail by 13, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Teague is flanked by a Kogi in the backcourt. Bell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Towns in at the 5. Now, here is Russell. And the layup's good off the glass.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Here's Towns, and Looney sends it back.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Steph Curry.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
One shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And that one misses from Lehman. Smooth sailing for Golden State. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to McKinney, puts it up, and misses it off the right side of the rim. And here's Napier. Passes it to Towns. Lays it up and banks it in.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.